Hi, this is TradingETFs.com. Today's February 26, 2016. This is an ETF update and an update on two buy signals that I gave today. This first one here is DUST, which is the gold miners bear ETF. And this is an ETF that will move up as the gold miners move down in price. You can see here that on the long-term oscillator, we've gotten extremely oversold. We're down at the 26% level from a negative standpoint. And you can see we've been kind of going sideways here, trying to find an area to bounce from. And we've got a little bit of a move today. And so in my opinion, it looks like it's ready to go to the upside and looking for a turn to accelerate to the upside. When I switch over to the short-term oscillator, you can really see what the divergence is right now. The short-term oscillator is extremely strong to the upside, and yet we're seeing that the price is lagging tremendously behind. So it looks as if we're getting the turn, and the turn is going to be a fairly sharp turn to the upside based on what the short-term oscillator is looking like. So again, we put out a buy signal today, and if you're an email subscriber, you'll receive the details of the purchase in an email. And the second buy signal that I gave today was on the EUO ETF. Now this EUO ETF is an inverse of the euro currency, and you can see here that it's been moving up for the last week or two, and you can see the short-term oscillator is moving up strongly, and we are getting to the point where the euro itself, actually before I get there, let me show the long-term oscillator on the EUO ETF. You can see that we were extremely oversold, and then we've been moving up here in the long-term oscillator. Price has been moving up. It's leading the oscillator, so again, you can be subject to whipsaws. But it looks like the long-term oscillator is going to continue to the upside, and that means that the euro is going to continue to move to the downside, and I'm actually expecting an acceleration in the euro to the downside. So let me switch over to the euro ETF. And again, this is the inverse of the euro, so it's going to look the exact opposite. But you can kind of get a better idea here that price had been moving down, the oscillator had been going sideways, and what I'm talking about here is on this move up, even though the oscillator was coming down sharply, or excuse me, the price was coming down sharply, the oscillator was still just kind of rolling over, kind of going down, but not with great volatility or great momentum. And then you can see just in the last 5 days here, you can start seeing that these dots are widening, and you can see the price movement is getting to be pretty sharp. So it's pretty hard to stop the oscillator from moving down to the zero line when you're seeing acceleration to the downside. So what that suggests to me is that as the oscillator continues to move to the downside, price is going to continue to move to the downside as well. And we should probably see this 105 area get tested, 105.50 area get tested. But the bigger issue here is that if the price does not turn quickly within the next couple days, and if the price goes below the 106.75 area, then support is going to be broken, and that's going to accelerate this move to the downside. So I'm actually expecting a pretty severe move to the downside in the euro, which again is why we've taken out this trade in the EUO, is that we're expecting the EUO price-wise to continue to move to the upside in inverse relationship with the euro. And so I've got those 2 trades on that we put out this afternoon, and we will continue to monitor those trades and give you updates. And if you, as usual, if you have any questions that you'd like answered, you can either send an email to info@TradingETFs.com. You can also download the CyberDust application on your mobile device, and you can search for Trading ETFs and just go ahead and follow us, and we can update you that way as well. And then also on the Twitter feed and also Facebook. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.